Okay, so let's have someone read the next card. Go for it.
Alcohol might lower a person's inhibitions in a sexual situation.
So, do you guys know what inhibitions are?
No. I don't.
No? It's the feelings that stop you from doing the things that you think are inappropriate. So it stops you from acting on your impulses. So like, let's say you want to do something but you feel like you might be embarrassed if you do it, or you want to hold yourself back from saying certain things. Those are your inhibitions in play. So do you think alcohol will lower your inhibition?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Does it?
Yep.
Okay, let's take turns. So Elizabeth, why no?
I don't think so. Like, let's say you're a shy person and then you drink and then you like not shy and stuff.
Yeah, your inhibitions are lowered, right?
So that's yes.
Yeah, so that's an example of your inhibitions being lowered.
And Jessica, oh sorry.
No, you want to say?
Oh yeah, but like if people normally are like stay down on the couch and then they have like people like, oh, do you want to drink? Sure. Then they start drinking more, then they start like standing on tables. And
So you wouldn't normally do that if you hadn't drank alcohol, right? So alcohol definitely does lower your inhibitions.
Unless you're naturally crazy.
Unless you're naturally crazy. Sure, but how many of us are naturally crazy? So, go ahead, Haley.
oh, never mind.
Never mind. So, even though, Malcolm? Last one.
Sometimes when you get drunk,
Yeah.
you do the percolator sometimes.
Percolator.
Yeah.
What's a percolator? Do you want to show us how to do
No,
percolator?
No, like I saw it on YouTube.
So Malcolm, let's say Malcolm right now will not do the percolator. But if he was drinking alcohol, we don't know what he would do, right? So even though alcohol might lower your inhibitions in like a social situation, including a sexual situation, it actually makes it harder for a person to use a condom correctly and consistently if you're in a sexual situation. And what?
And what about if you do something illegal when you're drunk? Do you think they're gonna be like, oh, they're drinking alcohol, it's okay, and they'll excuse you?
No, they're like,
Yeah, they're like, oh, how nice do
Yeah, so
So even though so alcohol impairs your judgment, right? So it puts you at a risk of becoming the victim or a perpetrator of a sexual assault. And a person who commits a sexual assault or any other crime while under the influence of alcohol is still legally responsible for their crime, meaning that they'll still be prosecuted and punished according to the law. And that means just because you're drunk, that doesn't excuse you from like committing crimes. Okay. All right. So who wants to read the next one? Go ahead.
Okay, one glass of beer contains the same amount of alcohol as a glass of rum of the same size.
So what do you guys think?
you guys hear Allison?
it?
Okay, so a glass of beer contains the same amount of alcohol as a glass of rum of the same size. So I have 2 cups, they're filled to the same level. No, right? So why is it no, Jessica?
Because you know how the rum and stuff is like stronger than the beer because it has more alcohol in it.
So yeah, so rum is a type of hard alcohol, which means it has many times more alcohol than a glass of beer.
Why is it bad to mix dark and light alcohol together?
It's just
Like mixing 1800 and Hennessy.
In general, it's just a bad idea to mix alcohol, regardless if it's dark or light, beer or rum, vodka or whatever. It's just a bad idea to mix alcohol because alcohol affects everyone differently, and when you're mixing stuff, you don't know how much alcohol you're consuming, and you know you run the risk of consuming too much, and that's why you feel sick afterwards. So it's generally just not a good idea to mix alcohol.
Can I read?
Or Haley, sorry.
My friend said to always drink like girls should always drink like the pretty drinks, like with the colors and then like the nice
Margaritas.
Well, those pretty drinks, they're like, there's a lot of sugar in it, so you might not taste the alcohol, and
Then it's that's
that
a
can
good
make
thing.
you, that can make you drink a lot more because you think there's no alcohol, and then actually, yeah, you could drink way too
So,
much.
all right. So one drink is actually considered a 12-ounce can of beer, a 5-ounce glass of wine, and a 1.5-ounce shot of hard alcohol. So these are all different sizes, that filled with their respective drinks, they all have the same amount of alcohol in it.
So like tiny little shot
Yeah.
is equivalent to a can of beer.
Yeah.
Wait, but
In
that beer light.
If you fill it with hard liquor.
beer like means there's no calories. Like, okay,
Protest.
so moving on, but we know a lot teens know about these legal consequences, and we know teens know that alcohol affects their health. Why do you think some teens still choose to drink?
Peer pressure.
Peer
Peer
pressure. They
pressure.
want to look cool.
They're cool cousins.
They're cool, yeah. Some people like to drink because they want to escape their problems. Maybe they try it, right? Yeah.
So even though drinking
Or what
alcohol,
if they just like it?
Yeah.
so even though drinking alcohol might help some teenagers feel more comfortable emotionally and socially, there's always other activities teenagers can do to help themselves feel more comfortable. So if you're at a party and
There's alcohol there. What else can you do to feel more comfortable?
Dance.
Dance, yes.
Go home. Don't go to the party.
Exactly.
and what if you're thirsty? Maybe you should just bring your own drink, right?
water.
Yeah,
Drink
drink
some water or something.
Or you know they always
Or
have
just go
like,
outside in the rain and go like this.
If it's
no,
raining.
but you know how they always have like the soda or something for the shots or something. You could just drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So those